Okay, what I'm reviewing today is the Kodak Playsport. As you can see here, nice. Alright, this is the successor to the ZI6, the ZI8, the ZX1. This is actually the second line of weatherproof cameras that Kodak has released. The ZX1 was the first one. The ZI6 and ZI8 are both a little bit more functionality to them. But however, though, it's been the ZI6, the ZX1, the ZI8, and now the ZX3 or the Kodak Playsport. It comes in three colors. White, they're all white in the front with the black back. There's a blue back and a purple back. Also in the box here, there's a USB cable, just a regular plug here, as you can see, for the USB to charge it, an AV cable, HDMI cable, normal HD input for a TV, the mini input for the camera, and a wrist strap. So, as far as that goes. Alright, now since the release, there might be shipping some of these with the new updates, but this camera, I got it right about the beginning of the month. This one I updated from Kodak's website with the 1.03 firmware on it. Did some screen things. Probably a necessary update. I would definitely recommend getting it. This does tape in a few different modes. Normal WVGA, I believe that's 320 by 240 resolution on that. We also have HD 720p, HD 720p 60 frames per second. The other one would be 30 frames per second, and the HD 1080p. It also does take high definition stills of 5 megapixels. I got a couple of pictures on here. You're not going to be able to see them very good. I guess I only have one picture. You're not going to be able to see them very good through this camera. I'm actually taping on the ZX1. I bought it a while back. It's a nice camera. I do like it. Got some different functions here. Date and time set, different outputs, brightness, the speaker volume, microphone. It actually gives you a scale of how loud it is coming into the camera. So if you're in a really loud room, it'll tell you whether the microphone's being maxed out or not, which is kind of a neat feature. It tells you you're going to need to do something better about getting that microphone from being maxed out. It is waterproof. It has a down to 10 feet 3 meters. It does have an option for underwater taping. They got the electric image stabilization and information. Like I said, 1.03 is on the camera. Now on this side over here you have your ports, headphone jack, HDMI, and your USB input. Also would be the input for the AV cables if you don't have an HDMI input into your TV. On the other side over here there is a spot for the memory card and a Kodak battery, the KLIC 7004. You can find them on eBay. You can also find these on Amazon or Kodak's website. And also SD card slot. Now on all these connectors here, as far as at least these doors, there is a seal. When you push this over, you actually have to lock it in place to make sure it is secure and firm. In the instructions, when you are going on water, it does tell you if you get any water in there, you can take the battery out, let it dry out for 24 hours. If you take it in any kind of pool, whatever, it says you should rinse it off after, and then let it dry out to get the chlorine, any kind of salt, anything that you had got on the camera, at least that wash it off the camera. So your power button over here. This camera right here has a 4x digital zoom on this camera. Very nice, lightweight, small. Much smaller than the ZI8, at least in comparison as far as cameras go. I mean, nothing too small, and it's about the same size as the ZX1, a little bit bigger. I don't notice much of a weight difference. However, though, I do like the feel of this. It's rounded and it fits in your hand nicely. Now the nice thing also that Kodak did is they did give the extra different adapter here. You just plug the USB cord into this. You can plug it into the wall and let it charge. It's kind of nice that way, you know, if you have a cell phone or something like that with the same kind of setup, you don't have to carry multiple of these. Just bring the AV cord with you, or the USB cord, wrist strap, like I said. Now, one of the things that I was actually looking for, and why I decided to make this video, is that you know, battery power is a big issue. I like to go to concerts and tape for a long time. Batteries tend to wear out, you know, if you're taping for a majority of the time. So what I've been able to do, and I found out that you could do, is if you plug the USB cable in over here, power this on. I actually bought a Duracell Power Source Mobile 100, and what it is a power inverter with 2 USB outputs and a AC output. Charges up. If you power this on over here, you actually get the charging indicator, so you can be completely, you know, free of wires other than the USB cable here to the camera, and you could probably tape for more than your memory cards would allow, especially on, you know, say something as 720p at 60 frames per second. Right now at 60 frames per second, you actually go through here, it'll tell you how long your SD card will last. I have a 2 gig in there right now. If I'm on 720p, it says 31 minutes. If I'm on 720p at 60 frames, it's 22 minutes. 1080p is 22 minutes as well. Other than that, I'm not going to be doing any underwater testing. There are some people that have done a little bit on there, but I don't know, you know, other than a bathtub, I really don't have anything else I could do right now. Perhaps this summer I will do some testing with the pool and post my results. I am going to take a couple pictures with the HD camera on this just so you can kind of get an idea of it. I will post them online as well in the links and the information on this video. If you have any questions other than what you can't find out there already, just let me know. I'll be happy to do another video just to try to explain some functionality on it or see what it does. You know, testing it yourself. I haven't had much time to play around with it myself, so. Otherwise, this has been Mr. Matt and the Kodak review of the Playsport.